Hi everyone, this is Truly Remarkable Life, and I'm KJ.
And I'm exhausted, and I just slept for 12 hours.
One, two, three, shaping this destiny.
Hey everybody, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Craig, this is KJ, and we are Truly Remarkable Life, and we share videos once a week as best we can to share our travel adventures and some of our life adventures. And one of our life adventures right now is to work on our remodeling our rental house to live in it as our primary house. So we're going to be moving, and part of that is completely stripping down our other house and getting it ready for us to move in.
Yeah, so what started off with the idea of, let's just remodel the bathroom and replace the cabinets in the kitchen has essentially turned into a full gut rehab.
Yeah, well, maybe not full gut rehab, but close to it. Down to the walls and floor. I mean, we just stripped all the surfaces completely are gone. All the fixtures, every single layer down to the walls.
It's a gut rehab. The only thing we're not doing is taking the walls out down to the stud. Everything else has come out.
Yeah, pretty much. It's gutting me. Let's put it that way. So, we started this project because, and a little background, I owned this house before I met KJ as a rental house. And long story short, I ended up with this house. I had it as a rental because I helped someone buy a house and they kind of walked out of it. And so I tried to make lemonade out of lemons, and I've had it for about 14 years now. And I lived in it for a little brief period of time, so I know the house very well. It's been a source of a thorn in our side, if you can say that. Just because there's so many things, little things that needed to be done and taken care of in this house. So we decided to just buck it and do it. We can live in it. It'll be a beautiful home for us, but we'll be able to remedy all the situations that need to be remedied.
Well, and part of the thing is we're making a conscientious decision to simplify our lives and to downsize and get rid of stuff. There's a previous video about that. In downsizing, this is a much smaller house than where we're living now. And, the purpose in doing this is really so that we're downsizing so that our stuff isn't running our life. We actually will have the time, more money and everything so that we can do a lot more traveling, and which is what we love to do.
And what you came for is to see us and our experiences and doing that, and this is all part of it. We have to right-size our lives. And so we're trying to take you along on the journey with us in remodeling this house, but he works full-time, and I'm the one over there doing most of the remodeling. I mean, he helps, definitely, a huge help. But what I'm finding is that it's a lot harder than what I thought, and I'm a lot older than what I thought.
Yeah, so we last week y'all, a lot of y'all who follow us saw just saw a little picture on Instagram that just said, sorry, we'll get the next video uploaded as soon as possible. Well, that just didn't happen. Craig's been going at it every day of the week, 8, 10, 12 hours a day, and last week we just didn't get a video done. There was a lot of work and everything, and after going every day for about 3 weeks, Craig finally just crashed. I mean, it was like he had an emotional breakdown. He slept almost the whole weekend. This is an emotional situation because of the fact that I have had the house for so long, and so many of these things needed to be taken care of, and we're doing them now. And then once we get into the remodeling, which we're going to show you as best we can, at some point, it's like an onion. Every layer you peel back, you find, there's something else.
there's something else. And then there's the
And
delays.
there's a rotten layer.
Yeah. And there's delays. We're working with contractors to do certain things like the bathroom and replacing some bathroom fixtures and some structural things that needed to be addressed, and electrical. And of course, like yesterday, the electrical was scheduled, but something went wrong with the inspector, and we couldn't get them out, so we would have been without electricity all week.
Yeah, because apparently doing electrical requires like 4 to 8 different people to be involved. I don't even know.
It's ridiculous.
But, if one of them says, "Oh, well, I can't do it today," well, then everybody else has to cancel out their job for that day. It's ridiculous.
Well, and that's one thing to really pay attention to if you're doing this as well, and we'll share some of those tips along the way, but know what your local regulations are and what's required before you go into these projects. It's something that I'm discovering as I go. I knew there were going to be some, but I didn't really understand it. I'm not a contractor, so I don't have that innate experience and ability to layer everything and go, okay, we're going to do this first, this next, this next, this next, and anticipate all those things and get it all in a nice crunched period of time. I'm going to tell you something right now. Those shows where they do extreme home makeovers in a weekend are lies.
They lie. It does not happen that fast.
No. This is like months of planning if they do this, and then they descend. Because there's just no possible way. You get into the walls, you find things that need to be fixed, you have to fix them. There is no perfect scenario. And so we're working on what? The house has been back in our possession since February 1st, and it is end of April. And we've discovered carpeting that we weren't going to replace the carpeting. Now we have to replace the carpeting and the flooring. We weren't going to replace all of the electrical. We are upgrading the kitchen, so that was requiring electrical to be upgraded. We dug into the floor and found a water leak, and so we have to take up that layer of the floor and fix that.
Found issues with the foundation, so it had to be jacked up and stabilized and leveled, which of course started cracking plaster walls.
So all the walls are cracking now, and we have to fix all the cracks. And then all the cracks, or all the walls got moved up, and now all of the door frames are out of alignment. So all the door frames have to come out.
So the long laundry, instead of the long laundry list of stuff, you get the idea. There's a lot of work going on. We're doing our best to try to keep y'all entertained, throwing out, funny pictures on Instagram, Facebook, and all that, and definitely being interactive. Unfortunately, our videos are probably not going to be the best quality, which you guys have come to expect, and
until after, and then I can sit down and do them.
Right,
because I'm gathering video, but you'd be amazed how hard it is to rip up floors and walls and edit a video at the same time.
Yeah. So with all that being said, we just wanted to take a couple of minutes and fill you in on where we're at, what's going on, and let you know that we're definitely still rocking and kicking. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook for more normal live updates, and we'll give you videos as often as we possibly can.
Yes, and just so you know, we have ended the deconstruction mode and we are in construction mode.
Yes.
We're starting to see the benefits of what we're doing, so it's a lot more motivating for us to keep going. So we're doing the best we can, and we will share all of that with you as best we can and as soon as we can. Okay?
Great. And so,
thank you for following us, by the way. We appreciate you.
Yes, definitely. And so if you haven't already,
go find your truly remarkable house.
Life.
Life.
Bye, everyone.